In your last relationship, he was doing everything right. He sent you texts consistently, he planned dates, he met your friends, and he also talked to you about the future together. So why were you screenshotting his follow list at 2 a.m. to analyze which photos of women he's liking? That's the betrayal trauma. I am Patty.Martinlifecoach, and today we're talking about the wound that makes good love feel dangerous. Welcome to All About Dating, the podcast where faith meets love and healing opens the doors to your heart's deepest desire. I am Patty.Martinlifecoach, your host and life coach, and I'm here to guide you on a transformative journey. Whether you're navigating the world of dating apps, healing from past relationships, or ready to manifest the love you truly deserve, this is your safe place to grow, heal, and discover your divine worth. Each week, we'll explore practical strategies for authentic dating, dive deep into healing past traumas, and align your heart with God's beautiful plan for your love life. Because, sister, you deserve nothing less than extraordinary love. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope and a future." So open your heart and let's discover how to date with divine purpose. Let me take you back. Picture this. You're 9 years old, sitting on the stairs in your pajamas, and it's past midnight. You came down for water, but you froze when you heard your mom's voice, broken, sobbing on the phone, saying, "How long have you been seeing her?" Your dad wasn't on business trips. He was 20 minutes away from you at someone else's house. And in that moment, on those stairs in your empty cup, something inside you learned a lesson. The people who promise to stay are the most dangerous ones to believe. Or maybe for you it was different. Maybe it was your mom who promised, crossed her heart, looked you in the eyes, that she stopped drinking. You found the bottles hidden in the laundry room 3 days later. Maybe a parent who said, "I'll be at your recital," and you scanned the audience, kept scanning, even during your solo, hoping they slipped in late. They didn't come again. Or maybe it was someone you trusted who touched you when you said no. Someone who saw your boundaries as suggestions. Or maybe the gaslighting. That didn't happen. You're remembering it wrong. You're being crazy until you started questioning your own reality. These weren't small moments. These were earthquakes, and your nervous system took notes. Let me introduce you to Monica. I'm going to call her. She is 42 years old. She's beautiful, successful therapist. Yes, she's a therapist. And she cannot keep a relationship past 8 months. Here's what Monica does, and maybe you'll see yourself. She knows his passcode, but she won't give him hers. She checks his location every few minutes, just to see. Once a month, she goes through his likes, follows, and tagged photos like a private investigator. She creates tests, fake scenarios. My friend saw someone who looked like you at the bar last night. She watches his face, clocking every micro expression for guilt. After 2 years with a man who adores her, she still can't say "I love you" out loud. And when he tells a small, meaningless lie, said he went to bed at 10 p.m. but his phone shows 10:47, she erupts. Because it's never about the 47 minutes. Last month, this happened. Monica, dating a good man for 6 months, faithful, transparent, patient with her walls. One Sunday morning, he left his phone on her kitchen counter while he showered. She picked it up. She went through everything. Messages, photos, DMs, emails, nothing suspicious. 2 days later, while he was cooking her breakfast, she did it again. Still nothing. When she confessed to him, you know what he said? "You can look anytime, babe. I have nothing to hide." She broke up with him the next week. Her reason? If he's this open, he must be hiding something bigger. Let's talk about you now. What betrayal trauma is making you do right now? Scenario 1. He changes his phone angle during a FaceTime, tilts it up slightly, and you're instantly convinced there's a woman in his apartment just out of frame. Scenario number 2. He mentions a female co-worker's name. Sarah from accounting helped with the report. And you're already on Instagram checking her profile. He follows mutual friends. Did he like her recent photos? Scenario number 3. He's too perfect. too consistent, too kind. So you start excavating, looking for proof it's not a performance. Because if it's this good, the mask has to slip eventually, right? Scenario number 4. He's 5 minutes late. 5 minutes. And you've already written the story. He was with someone else. He's lying about where he was. This is how it starts. Scenario number 5. He gives you his password voluntarily. You didn't even have to ask for it. And instead of feeling secure, you check his phone weekly, looking for deleted messages, cleared searches, histories, proof of the betrayal you know is coming. Or maybe this one. You have an amazing day together, genuinely amazing. He's present, affectionate, makes you laugh, and the next day you withdraw, you pull back, you pick a fight, because getting close means the betrayal will hurt more when it happens. And it always happens, right? Here's the truth that's hard to swallow. You're building something. He's showing up, but your betrayal wound isn't healing. It's waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for the proven right. And here's what I've learned after so many years of working with women like us. When you wait for something, you usually create it. You'll push him away with accusations until he gets exhausted and leaves. See? Then you say, I knew he'd abandon me. Or you unconsciously attract an actual cheater next time to confirm that you were right. And then you say, see, they're all the same. The pattern continues. The wound stays fresh. You stay trapped unless you break it, and break it soon. Because here's where it's also true. You can learn to trust without abandoning your intuition. You can heal this, but you cannot do it alone. Betrayal healing isn't about becoming naive. It's not about ignoring red flags or giving away your power. It's about learning to trust yourself first. Trusting your intuition to spot actual red flags, not phantom ones. Trusting your boundaries to protect you. Trusting that you'll survive if it happens again. And you will survive. You already have. Then we practice what I call micro doses of vulnerability. I teach something called vulnerability ladder. Consists of 10 levels from low risk to terrifying. Level 1 might be, I felt nervous when you didn't text me back for 3 hours. Level 7 might be, I'm scared I'll never believe you're staying. Level 10, that's retreat level work. But here's what you really need. Witnesses. Women who've been betrayed and choose trust anyway. Women who understand that healing isn't linear. Women who will text you at any moment of the day, anytime, when you're about to go through his phone and say, hey, breathe. Tell me what you're actually afraid of. That's what happens at the retreat. That's the container that changes everything. But we start small. Today. Right now. Your assignment this week. Share one vulnerable thing with someone safe. Not your deepest trauma, not your full betrayal story. Something small and true. I'm nervous about this relationship, or I felt hurt when you said that, or I'm scared I'm going to mess this up. Say it out loud. Text it. Whisper over coffee. And then notice what happens. Notice that you survived the exposure. Notice that the world doesn't end. Notice that your vulnerability doesn't destroy you. It connects you. This is how you rebuild trust, one small risk at a time. So let's go back to Monica. Remember her? The woman who broke up with a good man because he was too transparent. Last month, Monica called me. She's been in my coaching program for 6 months, working specifically on her betrayal trauma. And she said something that made me tear up. She said, I went on a date last week. He told me about his date and I just listened. I didn't check his story for inconsistencies. I didn't memorize details to verify later. I just listened. And it felt so light. Like I'd been carrying a 100-pound backpack and I didn't know I was wearing. That's the other side of this. That's what's waiting for you. Not perfect trust. That doesn't exist. But trust that doesn't exhaust you. Love that doesn't feel like a stakeout. Next week, we're talking about the one that makes you pick emotionally unavailable men, even when you swear you won't. But for today, practice one vulnerable sentence. And screenshot this episode to your story. Tag me and tell me which part hit home. Before I leave, I want to let you know I'm looking for one divorced Christian woman who is tired of searching for love in dating apps. If you are her, I need your input. I'm working on a membership just for you. I'm looking for one divorced Christian woman who is tired of searching for love in the dating apps, who wants to find a God-lit relationship and is dealing with unavailable men, narcissists, or even men who are still in the process of getting divorced. I love to have a quick 20-minute chat with you to learn more about you and what your challenges and hopes are right now. Zero pressure. I promise I won't sell you anything. I just want to better understand you and what you're going through so I can help others like you. As a small way to say thank you, I like to offer a $10 Amazon gift card in exchange for your time. If you're up for it, simply send me a message letting me know that you are interested so we can schedule a time for our Zoom call. I will leave my email linked to the show notes. Thank you for listening. Blessings. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of All About Dating. Remember, your healing is holy work, your standards are sacred, and your love story has already been written by God Almighty. Before you go, please take a moment to reflect on today's message. How is God calling you to show up differently in your dating life? What healing work is He inviting you to embrace? If today's episode touched your heart, please share it with your sister who needs to hear this message. Together, we're creating a community of women who refuse to settle for nothing less than what she deserves. Be a blessing to me and leave me a review to help me reach more women around the world. Until next time, keep dating with purpose, healing with grace, and trusting in God's perfect timing for your love story. This is Patty Martinlifecoach reminding you, you are loved, you are worthy, and your happily ever after, it's on its way. Blessings and love.